This is Black Views, bringing you the Black News. Today we're going to talk about a young black teenager who was harassed in, I believe, Tampa, Florida. And I have a snippet here of a video where you'll see him walking in his neighborhood, and evidently the white guys, because that's what they were, white guys, evidently, I don't know, they didn't recognize him or whatever, but they approached him in a harassing way, and they continued to follow him, and seemed like they were trying to provoke him and cause a situation so that they can try something to possibly hurt this young man. So I have the snippet here. I'm going to play it, and I'll come back and we'll talk about it.
Minutes later, they still following me, buddy. What the fuck? Nah, they just creeping. They just creeping. Hey, they ain't never seen a black nigga stay in the hood. I mean, stay in the white folks hood. They ain't never seen a nigga stay in the black folks. They ain't never seen a real nigga stay in these folks' hood. Huh?
You know exactly what it is, man. You know it.
What the fuck do I know exactly what it is?
I mean, you're trying to race bait me. You know, I know you are.
I don't want to race. Bro, I had no issue with no color.
Attack his wife? That's fucked up, man.
Who the fuck? Who wife I trying to attack? Do I look like I attack somebody's wife? Do I look like I do that? Come on now. You can't even answer the question. You just tried to say it.
You calling his wife a liar?
Wow, that shit crazy.
Buddy, you want something? You need something?
Give us some rats.
What you need?
Let me get 500.
What'd you say?
Let me get
I
500.
don't understand that language. What's 500? What's that?
Dollars.
500?
Bitcoin.
Oh.
Cash out.
How'd you get here, bro? You walked all the way back, past all the cattle. You walked back here for what? You want to go through a gated community? What you want?
You think I would do all that to hang out with you?
What you do?
You think I'd do all that to hang out with you? Come on, nah.
Come on now. Look at this guy.
Y'all got my face right though. Say what's up. Your wife probably want to talk now, because you done did too much. I don't know what's up with you. You more interested in me than your wife. Weird ass cracker.
Buddy, you're crossing the line now, bro.
Hey, you been crossing the line acting like you gonna hit me. I want you to do it, for real.
We all know that. We know that. You're a fucking loser. Look at this. We know what you want, buddy. We know.
Bruh, I'm a loser and you getting out your car to follow me.
You're harassing.
Come on, nah, like make it make sense. Nah, like just make it make sense. Real. Shit, man, y'all got me getting wet and shit, dog. Damn, stepping in water puddles, just walking around my neighborhood and shit. You know, casual shit. With my white friends, you know, we get bread out the way motion. Yes, sir. They don't like to see when they when the young dog got that motion though. They don't like that. They don't like that. Especially him right here talking about I'm doing something to him and shit. Like this type of stuff creepy. They creepers. They following me. They creepers. Jeepers creepers. Pop up out that cat. It was nice to meet you. We fled the scene like we some creatures. Like where you was? Oh yeah. How about them bushes? Run you out your sneakers. What am I doing?
Back up.
Obviously, this is harassment, right? Hell no. Hell no. They're mad because I'm in a neighborhood like this. You know, man, come on now. I promise you.
I know you said I saw you earlier.
Okay, then. Exactly, you know.
Okay, so you saw the video. You saw the harassment. You see how blatant they were? How they talked to that young man disrespectfully? You know, they didn't even talk to him like a neighbor. They didn't talk to him like he was a friend. You know, they didn't try to assist him. They were harassing him. You know, they were making fun of his dialect. They were making fun about how he pronounced words, and they said how he looked. And did you see that? I mean, you know, of course, we're looking at this snippet of the video, and then we see in the end the police roll up, and basically, you know, it sounded like they were accusing him of attempting or trying to attack someone's wife. Like it just didn't make any sense. And it just goes to show these are the people that are out here. And your children have to be out here every day. Your children are going to school. Your children are on transportation. Your children may go to visit a friend's house. And this is what they may have to deal with. And, you know, that child didn't owe them any explanation as to where he was walking or why he was walking. You know, and I felt like they were trying to provoke this young man. You could see these grown men with their arms crossed and things like that. And just like he pointed out, the young man pointed out, you know, it looked as if, you know, like you're trying to put your hands on him or you're positioning yourself to assault and batter, you know. And I just think this is something that we try to talk about every day, how the world demonizes black children. That is a young black man. Okay? These people that were walking around him were grown men. You know, actually, you know, the police officer pulling up probably assisted him because it looked there for a second as if they made him turn or cut him off and made him walk in another direction. Ask yourself, where's Kamala? For that matter, where is anybody, either party, when it comes to this? We need a hate crime bill. This is disproportionately happening to black people in America. And it's like, it's almost being normalized. It's almost like it's being normalized to the point where, you know, it's okay to do this now. We're just going to comment on this and we're going to say, yeah, let's keep him out of our neighborhood. You know, there's no understanding as to how this may feel for that young man. Like, he tried to play it off, and I could see it, the anxiety in him, where he, you know, he's saying different things, and he's trying to show that he doesn't have any fear, but in his mind, he's like, I don't know, you know, this might be like Ahmaud Arbery. We have a situation here where he's showing you with his camera where there are white men basically tailing him. Now, let's reverse this situation. Had that been three men following a young white man up the hill, then it would have been justified for that young white man to turn around and blast all those black men away, right? Am I right? Am I lying? That would have been on Twitter. They would have been saying, yeah, well, you know, it looked like they were going to do something to him. So yeah, he had a right to, right. So now what we're looking at is we're looking at what happens when black people are outnumbered. This is why I always say, you know, there's nothing wrong, and I understand why black people want to live. You know, they want to live in a good, nice neighborhood. I understand that. You know, and unfortunately, you know, majority black people come out of urban areas, okay, that may not have been best neighborhoods. And when they try to move into a nicer neighborhood, you know, here's some clear person talking about a white supremacist talking about you're moving in their neighborhood. And now him being in that neighborhood, because those white people don't know him, they think it's okay to to tail him and follow him because they disregard his rights. And so basically, this is an 18-year-old man, a child, who basically spoke to a white woman in passing. On his way back in the walk, her husband was outside waiting, and they said he tried to enter their garage. Once the police got on the scene, the truth came out because the video was in. And this is according to the Post from Queenie 333, Whitney, Diana Whitney. That's what it says right here. And I wanted to share this with you today because this is a learning lesson. This is a learning lesson to our children, and some of our children are way more friendlier than this guy. They're way more friendlier and could be damaged more because they're more open and maybe little more naive to the way these white people are. Because America is telling your child that there's no racism and that everybody is your friend and that everybody loves you. That's what they're telling you until you run into these people. And I'm telling you, and if you listen to the rhetoric and how they spoke to this child, this is a child. They're talking about how he talks and the way he say words and how he's dressed. And I just feel that is something that is so prevalent now. Even on Twitter, all over, they're looking at our children and they're demonizing our children. Our children are being demonized through the music. People like Sexy Reds, these artists that go out here and they create these fashions. And so the world see these people. They see degenerates on TV. This child is not like that. May not necessarily be like that. He may just be a young person that listens to music and certain genres and so forth. But the outside world, who looks at rap on TV or music videos or shows or hip hop or all this crap that's on TV, they think that this is how the children are. And the media continually over publicizing and continue to target young people and focus on killings in Chicago and killings here and killings there. Everyday crime, our crime is being reported. But in those trailer parks, they ain't telling you about how they cutting people's heads off back there. They ain't telling you how they cutting people's fingers off and all that. They're not telling you all that stuff that goes on in these trailer parks. Just imagine if all day Channel 9 News just focused on white crime in America, where it may exist. Okay? But what they're doing is they're demonizing our children. So our children are already adults when they're 15 because that's the way the world sees them. Okay, when a white man looks at a white child that's 18, he said, "Oh, he's just a child. He made a mistake. He'll get over it and he'll learn from this." When he sees a black kid, it's like, "Oh, hell no, we're gonna put our foot down in his motherfucking ass, and we're gonna lock him up. How dare he does this?" So you have to understand the difference. Listen, there's no Black Lives Matter out here speaking about this. You're only going to hear about this from the grassroots. You're only going to hear about this from the new grassroots black media. You're not going to hear about this from no Democrats. Democrats aren't going to get on here and talk about this and talk about their life experience with children. They're not going to talk about that. No, they're going to talk about gay rights. They're going to talk about illegal aliens. And they're going to talk about abortions. That's what's important to the Democratic Party. But they're going to tell you should vote for a woman that says she's black. Here's a black child right here. She don't care about this. If she saw this black child, she would run. Just like you, and she would do just like you see these guys here. Okay? I'm telling you. Your child is under assault all day. They call them little black this, little black that. Where that little dividing line, when you go and you live in those little majority white areas, this is the shit they're talking. And then you have the buffer class in the middle, such as the Indians, the Hispanics, every other group that kisses the white tail for acceptance, they're going to join in the party too and demonize you because they're looking and saying, "Hey, this is what the oppressor says is okay. I'm getting free benefits over here. I'm not trying to go back to my defeated homeland." So they're going to jump in too. And I think it's so important that we teach our kids. The rest of the world is trying to disarm our children. They're trying to every day tell us that there's no racism and that if you have those views, you're somehow some type of black militant person. That's we need to watch you. You see, but yet you have all these mass shooters out here, all these crimes, the assassination attempts that are going on every day. Do you know President Trump? This is like the third time they tried. These are white on white crimes every day in this system. This is a system of white supremacy that only demonizes and only focuses on black people. So they can continue to keep you down and climb on your back to success. And then here comes the tether. Here comes the tether. And listen, I want you to understand. Every immigrant from Africa or the Caribbean is not a tether. Okay? All right? He's not a tether. He's not a cosplayer. Not every African. Because some of them are riders and some of them are down for, the cause in their neighborhood, and they understand what's going on in the world. The tethers are the ones that try to transform so they assimilate so that they can be in white man's favor. Okay? They're right there kissing toes. They telling on you at work. They're lying on you at work. They're doing everything they can to undercut you because they want to be the perfect so-called Negro to the white oppression or white supremacists. That's what they want to be. And I don't think all white people are white supremacists. But this is what we're dealing with, and this is why it's important as our children are growing up, as they're coming up. Because if they're coming up and they don't understand what's in front of them, these people are going to overtake us. You talk about white people walking around with tiki lamps, talking about they won't be replaced. No, we are going to be replaced. And it has been going on for a very long time. And they've been doing it the Democrats have been doing it under the black and brown, black and brown, black and brown. So for this particular, this video here, I'm going to go ahead and let it go. I want you to also like, also subscribe. Appreciate my brothers and sisters out there. All my FBA members, love you. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got nobody by ourselves. We really don't. And have a great day. This is Black Views, bringing you the Black News.